Hello everyone. So today I'll be talking about unbalanced assignment problem. So first of all, we must understand what is an unbalanced assignment problem. Suppose you can see on screen, there's an example where we have three workers and four jobs. So as per assignment problem, each worker should be assigned to any one job and each job should be assigned to only one worker, right? But here number of workers is less than number of jobs. So it means that one job won't be assigned to anyone, right? And it can be other way around that number of jobs, maybe there can be two jobs and there are three workers, okay? So only two workers will be given job, okay? And one worker would be idle, okay? So to deal with such unbalanced assignment problem, we need to balance them first, okay? So we do this by adding a dummy row column. So if jobs are less, then we can assign a dummy job. But in this case, number of worker is 3 and number of jobs are 4. Okay, so we will assign one dummy worker. Okay, and we will put all these values. Okay, and all these values are indicating the number of hours taken by workers to complete different jobs. For example, here 24 represent that worker 1 takes 24 hours to complete job 1. And our objective of this assignment problem is to basically find out the optimal assignment where we have minimum number of hours to complete all the jobs. Okay, so as a first step, we will just copy down this table. Fine. And as as I've already told you, these values represent the number of time taken to complete different jobs. So this table will denote the assignment. Okay, suppose if value here is 1, it will denote that worker 2 is assigned to job B, and other values will be 0 in this particular column and in this particular row, sorry. Okay, so it denotes that worker 2 has been assigned job 2. Okay, so it can't be assigned any other job. Similarly, job 2 is only assigned to worker 2. It can't be assigned to any other worker. Okay, fine. So here we will put some formula in this column. It will represent, it will do summation of all these values, right? And it just represents that what would be the value of all these cells. Okay, for example, when you see here, right, when you see here it is 1, it means that it is showing 1 because here we have this value where worker 2 is denoted to job 1. Okay, and all these values should be equal to 1 because each worker will be assigned to at least one job. Similarly here, right, we'll do summation of values in all columns, right? You can drag this formula as well. Okay, and again it should be equal to 1, right? So now we have to set our objective function. Okay, objective function is nothing, it just denotes that what will be your assignment, total assignment cost. Okay, so definitely it will be product and summation of all these values. Suppose worker 1 is assigned to job A, suppose, right? It will denote the assignment. So the cost of assignment is 80. So 18, okay, suppose worker 2 is assigned to job B, okay, so it will be 18 plus 13 and like that. Okay, so we'll use the formula sum product. Okay, so we will multiply this array. We have to include dummy row column as well, right? So you can see this is our objective function. Now we have to go to data. Then we need to go to Solver window, right? So this is our set objective. we have to find minimum value for this. So we'll go for minimum, and variable cells are these ones, okay? Because their assignment will change, and then I'm adding the constraints, right? So all these values, the summation values, will be equal to 1, right? Sorry. Now we'll add another constraint. So all column summation would be equal to 1, right? And as I told you earlier in assignment problem, because all these decision variables will vary between 0 and 1, it shouldn't be in points. So we would choose binary for these, okay? So here make unconstrained variable non-negative and simplex LP, and we'll just press solve. So you can see we have got the answer 50, okay? I hope it is clear to everyone. Thank you.